Hello and welcome once again to Stocks TV Nigeria. I'm Obabolujo with another episode of Market Update and Equity Analysis of stocks listed on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. First, I want to say a very big thank you to you for logging on to watch us on this platform all week long. If you are viewing this in Nigeria, of course today is Friday, and that's why I dress down. The way we greet ourselves is thank God it's Friday. And so what are the possibilities this Friday on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange? I'm going to be alone on set today, but of course within the few minutes we're going to be having together, I'm going to be dissecting market performances for yesterday with the view of looking at what the possibilities are today, being Friday, the 19th day of August 2016. I want to believe that we have, to a large extent, worked with you for the best of returns. So far, so good this week. If you have any question, comments, maybe there are things you need we should adjust, or whatever you think we are doing well, you are free to send us either a text or place a call to us via this number. If you are calling from outside of Nigeria, plus 234 81 35 000 777. That is plus 234 8135 000 777. And of course, if you are calling in or sending a message from anywhere across the length and breadth of our great nation, Nigeria, you can send it to 081 35 000 777. You will also do us a lot of favor if you subscribe to this channel on YouTube. You also should take some steps by liking our presentation. Even if you dislike it, it will pass a message to us that we need to adjust, but let us know what you feel. All right, having said that, let's settle down to look at what the market did for yesterday, Thursday, the 18th day of August 2016, with a view of looking at what the market is going to do most probably today, being the last trading day for this week. I will be right back. Welcome back. The all-share index of the Nigerian Stock Exchange for the first time this week came down on Thursday, the 18th day of August 2016 by 0.06%. The same way moved the market capitalization as usual, moving from a figure of 9.423 trillion recorded on Wednesday, the 17th day of August 2016 to record 9.418 trillion naira on Thursday, thereby losing 0.06%. Deals for the third day this week was down 16.14%. If you recall, deals had been on the negative drive since Tuesday of this week. And of course, on Thursday, volume increased marginally by 5.31%, whereas value inched up by 57.44%. The first point of call would be to look at factors behind the tremendous improvement in value as recorded for the day. Meanwhile, for the day, Thursday, 18th day of August 2016, there was a total of 3,603,821,810 naira 96 kobo that was invested in various equities listed on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. So, what equities really that determined the performances of value for the day? They are Guarantee. You'll recall that Guarantee released its second quarter report to the market on Wednesday. And of course, there was an earning per share of 2 naira 74 kobo from 1 naira 88 kobo that was recorded in the preceding year. Technically, the bank, Guarantee Trust Bank PLC, incorporated as comprehensive income how much they were able to generate from their foreign exchange transactions, which a few banks in Nigeria did not do. FBNH did not do that. Zenith did not do that. And so that likely supported their earning per share. When the result was released to the market, it moved from about 25 naira or thereabouts to 26 naira 25 kobo. But before the close of trading activities on Wednesday, it began to experience a decline. So for Thursday, Guarantee actually experienced, though marginal, a level of decline. But you cannot take it away from this bank. The amount invested in it on Thursday was huge, 917 million naira. It was closely followed by Nigerian breweries that recorded 809.543 million naira value. UBA, WAPCO, Dangote Cement, Zenith all moved in excess of 200 million naira in value. Now, if you put all this together, that is the amount invested in the stocks of Guarantee, Nigerian breweries, UBA, WAPCO, Dangote Cement, and Zenith, not even adding Access, we're talking about close to 3 billion naira invested in just 6 equities. So they remained likely as the value driver for the day. UBA, Diamond, Guarantee, Access, FBNH were major volume driver. Right, whereas in deals, of course, the deals that were recorded on Thursday were likely lower than the performances on Wednesday, but then Guarantee, Zenith, FBNH, UBA, and Access with Nigerian breweries dominated the activities chart when it comes to deal. We briefly look at some of those equities that gained on Thursday, and then what are the possibilities in these equities for Friday. Name insurance. I will not be telling you to buy name insurance because the price likely had remained on one spot and it will continue to revolve around this figure for a long time to come. Well, if the market brings it lower, it becomes profitable for you. Eternal Oil was up 4.80%. Livestock, Honeywell, Diamond, Afriprude, Sterling, Zenith, WAPCO, UBA, Stanbic, Oando, Yuka, Access, Nigerian Breweries, and UACN all gained in excess of 0.05% on Thursday. If we compare the number of equities, if we compare the number of equities on the gainer chart with those on the loser chart, they actually were at par. Whereas there were about 16 equities on the gainer chart, there were about 18 equities on the loser chart. And then if we also compare the percentage decline with percentage gain for the day, they also comparatively the same. Now, it tells that the market is neither bullish nor bearish. The market is just moving sideways. And that's why you rarely see a stock that will record either consistent appreciation or consistent decline. 1-2 days, the third day, the price is hacked down. 2 day, the price is down. Then the third day, the price begins to increase again marginally. And that's why we see all the gains, to me, are marginal. The highest percentage that a stock can gain on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange or lose is 10%. But what we see these days have been 5%, 3%, 1%, 0 point something percent. So it tells you the market is neither bullish nor bearish, but likely just sideways. And that's why the best option is to be very strategic. You wait to see what the market is going to do to some of these equities, and then you take the decision to either buy or sell. Now, before I go further on the program, I like to take one of the questions that someone sent in, and the person said he bought Fidelity 2 years ago at a price of 2.77 naira. Fidelity closed on Thursday, the 18th day of August 2016, at a price of 99 kobo. He wanted to actually know what he should do if you are in such a situation, right? Maybe not Fidelity, maybe in FBNH. Of course, we have seen FBNH at about 10 naira this year, and then we have seen it at a price of about 3 naira 10 kobo. As a matter of fact, FBNH closed at a price of 3 naira 10 kobo on Thursday. So far so good in 2016. We have seen FBNH at a price of, not 10 naira, like I said, 4 naira 75. And then around June, we saw FBNH at a price of 4 naira 69 kobo. I said 10 naira. I think that should be last year, definitely not this year, 2016. So having said that, what are the possibilities, or what should such investor do? Right? I'll take that and we'll round off on this presentation for today. Okay, now assuming you bought FBNH maybe at 10 naira and you have not sold, or you bought at 5 naira and you have not sold, or you bought Fidelity like our friend that sent in the question and at 2 naira 77 kobo he said, and he has not sold, what should you be doing in this type of market? There are 3 options that are left for you. The first option is to wait until the stock bottoms out. I will not tell you to begin to buy now and then you continue to buy now. I will most probably not say so, because the market is moving sideways. And for a market that is moving sideways, it's very difficult to determine. If a market is bearish, you can measure it. If a market is bullish, you can, to a large extent, measure it. But when a market is moving sideways, it's very difficult. No matter the technical tools you are deploying to gauge market activity, it's not that alone. The economy within which the market operates is in recession. So what are we saying here? As a matter of fact, to a large extent, our market has been very, very positive. Right? This is a highly optimistic market, because if the market should move in the same direction as the Nigerian economy, the market should be seeing the red almost on a daily basis. So the market is still largely positive relative to what is happening in the Nigerian economy largely. Right? So now, if you bought into such equity and it has declined so much and you have not sold, one of the very best options is to wait until the price of the stock bottoms out. And when it bottoms out, what you now do is, if for example you have lost 50% up until the time, which is just half, maybe it has gone half, so you could help yourself out by buying exact quantity you bought before, and then you merge it together. You will discover that with just a marginal increase in price, you'll begin to make your money. 2, if it has gone down, maybe like it's now selling at about 1/3, right? All you need to do is to buy 200% of the quantity you bought before. If it has come down by about It's now selling at about 25%, 20%. All you need to do is to buy 300% of what quantity you bought before. For example, if the man in question now seeing Fidelity at 99 kobo, if he wants to buy Fidelity again, all he needs to do is, if he bought 100,000 unit before, that 100,000 unit will definitely be costing about 540,000 naira or 554,000 naira plus or minus. Okay, so now if you want to reinvest in Fidelity, all he could do is simple: let him buy 200% of 300,000 units. If he does that, you will discover that, as a matter of fact, he could buy 600,000 units, right, at current price. So if he matches everything together, when Fidelity begins to rise, he makes a lot of money just with a marginal gain. That is the best approach. The second option is, instead of waiting forever, when you don't know that when the equity will probably rally back to how much you bought, if you think you can take the risk, if you have the heart, you could sell. But on the condition that there are other high-flying stocks you might invest the money on and then make your profit back. The third option that is available is to just remain there and invest like Warren Buffett. So you become a Nigerian Warren Buffett. How does the sage invest? He says, don't buy below cost. Rule 2, don't forget rule 1. In other words, the sage, that is, Warren Buffett, has only one principle: don't ever sell below cost. And that Fidelity, FBNH, all of them that have now experienced sharp decline in their prices in the last 2-3 years had always paid dividend even within this period too. So in the case of Fidelity, it has paid dividend every year. So you might decide to just hold, and that you should give yourself like 3-5 years to recover. Just cast your mind off what the prices might be doing in the short term. If you do that, right, you will sleep well, you will have peace of mind. And that also now tells us, at any point in time, you should know what you are investing in. And then there must be certain indicators you consider before you invest in stocks. Technical analysis might say anything. I don't, for example, do technical analysis like everybody else does. If you think you are an expert and you look at the way I do my technical analysis, you say, no, this is not the way it is being done. Yes, I've attended all the trainings in US, UK, everywhere. But I look out for my own unique style, which doesn't take me more than 2-3 minutes to get out. All right? Looking at the candlestick, and then let the candlestick talk to you. Okay? And there are, a rami could be formed. All right, inverted hammer could be formed, a doji could be formed. All this will tell you about what is possible. All right, I follow candlestick a lot. And then I follow basic indicators. All right, I look for support and resistance. I use that a lot. And for the Nigerian market, I can tell you just all those little thing works without being technical. I don't need to begin to look for head and shoulder being formed. I don't need it. Right? I don't also need some of the things that others do. Just simple analysis. I do get whatever I want done. If you are able to align yourself to these basic tools, fundamentals, just little ratios here and there, you make a lot of money. All right? We've got to go, but by the grace of God, on Sunday is when our next upload is going to be. And we'll be reviewing the week's activity and projecting into what the possibilities are for next week. For this week, so far so good, I want to say very big thank you for staying tuned. I will be back with you again on Sunday. Until then, enjoy your weekend.